Today I'm going to talk about two different types of lenses we have. We have an interchangeable lens and additional lenses. Interchangeable lens means that the lens is going to come off the camera, and additional lens means it's going to be built onto the lens that's already on the camera. Today we're going to use our Nikon camera with our Nikon 18-55 lens. Great camera, great package. So we're going to first talk about additional lenses. Additional lenses will go right on top of the standard 18-55 lens, or 55-200 lens, or 55-300 lens that you have. Okay, so right now we have an 18-55 lens, and this is what we're going to use for the demonstration. The first lens we have is an additional Opteka 0.43 wide-angle lens. This will work in conjunction with the wide-angle lens on the camera itself on the 18mm part. These lenses will in fact screw right on top of the lens itself. First thing you need to do is check the millimeter size on the front of the lens. In this case, it has a notification that it is 52mm, which is right there. So we're going to take a 52mm lens, and we're going to screw it right on top of our camera, 18-55 lens. That's an additional lens, and what we'll do is we'll take off the lens cap, and the camera will work in full automatic mode, aim, shoot. We're going to get beautiful pictures, and we're going to have an ultimate wide-angle lens. With the 0.43 wide-angle lens on the camera, you're looking at about an angle of about 10 millimeters. And using the zoom to go up and down will eliminate the wide-angle effect. The other lens that we have, an additional lens, is a 2.2 telephoto lens, which will screw on the same way as the 0.43 wide-angle lens screws on. But this will double the focal length on the lens that you're putting it onto. So right now, since we're using an 18-55, it's going to bring up the lens to 110mm. And again, the same way we want to do it is we want to make sure we screw directly onto the camera like a bottle cap. Take off the front cap, put my lens on 55mm. That will automatically turn this lens into a 110mm. And all I need to do is aim and shoot. Camera's going to focus and do everything for me. No necessary settings. The next type of lenses we have are interchangeable lenses. But before that, these lenses, these adapter lenses, additional lenses, are available in multitude of sizes. We have step-down rings, step-up rings. We have 52mm, 55mm, 58mm. So depending on the size of the standard lens, we will adapt it to fit those lenses. Some of the Sony cameras go down to 40.5 and 49mm. Adapters are all available for those as well. An adapter will work the same way. You'll get a little adapter ring in the package. It's screwed on top of the back of the lens, and then screwed onto my camera that's a larger or smaller size. The next type of lenses we have are interchangeable lenses. That, in fact, will remove the standardized lens that comes with the camera by just pushing it. In this case, we're pushing the release button and we're spinning the lens to take it off. We want to put this down securely somewhere with our lens cap on, and we want to add an additional lens. Most of the bigger additional lenses are either fisheye wide-angle lenses or long telephoto lenses. We're going to talk on about a 650-1300 lens, which is a big long telephoto lens. Great for shooting outdoors, long distances. Kids in plays, kids playing softball, basketball, football. We unpack the lens. It comes in this neat carry case. Looks like a little rifle. And when we open the lens, we're going to notice a couple of different things. First of all, we're going to notice that there is no mounting mount on the lens itself. What's great about these lenses is they're universal. They can work on many different cameras. So if you have a camera, if you have a Nikon camera and your wife has a Canon camera, all you need to do is get a specific T-mount adapter. This one is for Nikon, so we're going to use that one today. Would screw right on the back of the camera. Screw right on the back of the lens and go right onto the camera itself. Again, the same way we screwed those other ones on. And we would take the lens and match the mounting point with the mounting point and lock it into place. As you'll notice, this specific lens has a tripod mount on it. We suggest mounting the lens on a tripod and leave the camera dangling as opposed to mounting the camera on a tripod. Now that I have my lens on and I'm ready to shoot, I have the capability of using it for zoom. So that would give me 650-1300. And it gives me the focus here. Since it's a manual focus lens, there are some settings on the camera that need to be made. First of all, since the manual focus lens, you would have to set your camera on the M mode. This will remove the error that says lens not attached error. This is telling the camera, basically, I want to take pictures with this long lens, but I know it's not going to work automatic. And what we'll end up doing is we can focus from the inner ring here where it says inner focus, near or far, and we're going to aim and shoot. Again, in this room, we won't be able to shoot with this lens because we're too close to subject. When you want to practice this lens, open your window, shoot outside, make sure your screen's not in the way. Another accessory we put with this lens itself is a 2x teleconverter. This will double this lens from a 650 to 1300 to a 650 2600. And the way that mounts onto the camera is we're going to take this off. And we're going to start again from the beginning, which we're going to take off. We're going to take off the T-mount. We're going to add the 2x converter, which is like this. We'll go on the lens itself first. We'll go on the lens itself first. And then our T-mount that we took off, we'll screw right on top of there. That in essence just doubled this lens from a 650 to 1300 to a 650 to 2600 just by using a zoom. Just remember, when you're using these big lenses, you need to have some light, so make sure you're using it outside in daytime. Once we get that 2x converter mounted onto it, this is what our lens looks like. We take our Nikon camera, we mount the mounting point, and we click it into place. Again, it's still going to work manual, so let's just make sure our camera is set on manual settings, and we should be able to just aim and shoot. Now, when we're taking pictures with this lens, since we need a lot of light, in order to control the lighting now, since we don't have any manual controls on the camera, we only have manual controls, we can use the ISO settings, which are some of the buttons in the back. The higher the ISO number, the more light that's going to come in, so that will give you the opportunity of adding and subtracting light, sort of like your over-under compensation exposures on your cameras, and sort of like using a faster shutter speed and a lower aperture. The next lens we're going to talk about would be in the same basic realm of an interchangeable lenses. We have a 500 millimeter preset lens, and we have a 500 millimeter mirror lens. The difference between the two lenses are going to be, one is going to be a compact one, and one is going to be a larger size one. Portability, people like to go with the mirror lens because it's portable. They both have the ssame f-stop f8. They work in the same predicament as the 650 to 1300 where they are totally manual. They still have the availability of using the 2x converter as well as the proper mount. If you have a camera that is not a Nikon, is not a Canon, and you have a Sony Nex camera or a Sony A-series camera, or you have a Nikon 1 camera, we have mounts that'll fit all the cameras out there. So if you get the wrong mount or if you order the wrong one, don't worry, just give us a holler and we'll be able to exchange that mount for you. Thank you for watching the Opteka photo channel, and if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to email us at support@opteka.com. Thank you. Have a great day.